This is just an idea I want to get out. So I was super shy when I was younger, blah, blah, blah. Started approaching girls at my college campus to get over social anxiety. Did that. Found that it was more challenging to approach women and also more fun at the same time. Blah, blah, blah. Learned how to be better with women. I was a dating coach, and I was a dating coach for men, teaching them how to be more confident and how to meet women and get dates. I did that with a business partner for quite a while, and more recently, I'm now teaching more in the way of just confidence and overcoming shyness. So anyway, for a long time, I taught coping. When I first started approaching women, I was not coping. I was like, you know what? I'm awkward. I'm gonna be awkward, and I'm gonna go talk to women anyways and just be awkward and just be myself. Anxiety, it comes up when I'm in those interactions. Cool, it's just gonna come up. And I was facing it. Got into the dating crowd, the dating advice crowd, the pickup crowd, whatever. And there's a lot of coping that I was teaching for a while. There was a lot of coping like, oh no, it's okay, girls want you to approach them. Oh, girls want me to approach them? Okay, cool, that logically makes sense. I'm gonna go approach girls now, I feel good about it. I'm not gonna face the fear or face the feelings that come up, the feelings of inadequacy or the feelings of heartbreak when my girlfriend breaks up with me. No, I'm just gonna say things like, it's okay, move on to the next one. Abundance theory, things they teach you in like the dating advice community or the pickup community or whatever. All these coping mechanisms so that you can logically explain to your brain that you're okay, just making yourself feel better instead of facing feelings. We live in a generation of people who are afraid of their feelings, mainly men. I'm a man, maybe I just notice it more in myself and other men, but it seems like men are afraid of their emotions. And yes, I know it's cliche to say that men bury their emotions. It is, because people have been talking about that actually for a long time. Like, men just bury their emotions, they're so cold. But now, I think the whole thing is, we went through a phase where men were okay showing their emotions, and they overindulged in those emotions. Now, maybe they're afraid of being a crybaby all the time. I don't know. Any of that making sense? Yeah, so everybody's trying to solve this problem with logic. Like, oh, men don't cry in front of women. It's a sign of weakness. It's a hard rule. No, men, show your emotions. It's a hard rule. But what about ditching all the logic and all the rules that people just... What about ditching all that stuff and just actually feeling what you're feeling? Because a lot of the men in the manosphere who say, don't listen to your feelings. Like, you're a man, you have a responsibility. Just get up and do what you need to do. I'm sure that they're very aware of their emotions. I'm sure that they feel their emotions. They just don't act on them, right? Like, if I'm aggressive and I feel like punching somebody in the face, I'm not just gonna act on that aggression and go punch somebody in the face. But I can still feel the aggression. I can still acknowledge it and go, feeling this like feeling of aggression or whatever you want to label it, this feeling inside of me. Or sadness, It doesn't mean I have to sit around and cry and go vent to everybody I know on the phone. It means that if I'm sad, I can feel that sadness inside of me. Yeah. And facing those feelings, I remember going out to the bar and talking to girls and talking to people and trying to improve my social skills and my confidence. And I didn't really have many people to talk to, nor did I want to talk to people every single night that I knew about like all the stuff that happened. Like, I didn't want to call up my best friend and just be like, hey man, I had this night, I really need somebody to vent to. Like, if I went out and I tried to approach a girl and it didn't go well, I would take that hit of emotion, like of whatever I felt, like, oh, I felt really awkward or I felt inadequate when I was talking to her, blah, 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 whatever. And instead of just feeling that, like, My best, the times when I felt the most growth were times where after I would go home and I would just feel whatever emotion I was feeling, go to sleep, and then wake up the next day and carry on. Emotions are meant to be experienced. You know, like you have them in you. Why not face them? So anyway, yeah, everybody's trying to solve this problem of like, should we show our feelings? Should we not show our feelings? What do we do with our feelings? With like logic. It's like, why not just ditch all the logic, stop trying to figure everything out, and just feel your emotions. And yeah, the point of this video is that I just wanted to say I taught coping for a while because it was easy. There were some coping mechanisms that I like taught people where they would just ask me like, Troy, how do you like, I'm afraid to approach a girl. And I'm like, all right, face the fear. They're like, oh, I don't want to. And like, I get it. I actually dealt with it for a long time. Even after the time, I'll just be honest, after the time that I, like, for a year, I approached women on my college campus. For the year after that, I approached women like to sit in the city, and I didn't give a shit if I was awkward. But once I started wanting to get better with women, and once I started viewing myself as somebody who knows a thing or two about women and how to be attractive and how to talk and how to have good game, or, you know, how to talk to women to get good results, how to get dates and everything, how to be smooth. Once I learned a thing or two about that, then it was more difficult to just face the emotions because I was focusing on the how-to, the logic, the what to say, blah, 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 the what to do. But you become so much better and more authentic and self-aware when you don't go, I mean, if you're just like me and you don't go and talk to 5 new people because you want to learn how to say the right thing to get the outcome that you want, to get the people to like you or get them attracted to you, or to be polarizing, or to be more of a leader than everybody else and to be cooler than everybody. Like when you let go of those results and you actually just focus on putting yourself in those situations and observing yourself and observing the emotions that come up and becoming self-aware, it's hard to put into words, but because like there's no words for it. It's a feeling. So I'm talking about facing feelings and facing fear. Hopefully you get what I'm saying.